So I was just in Vaughn's. Let me turn this down a bit. It is pretty rough. I was just in Vaughn's for the first time in over a month. They have lost a tremendous amount of revenue from me because they started demanding that you wear a face mask. You can't come out, period. Okay. I think I mentioned in another video, the cashier that I usually go see, Don, he's an older guy, really nice dude. He's nice. He's not verbose. I just sit there and chit chat. I don't want to chit chat. He's polite. He's courteous. He's very quick. He gets the job done. He gets you on out the door, pat you on the ass, and send you on your way. I love that, and he's nice about it, the way he does it. I really like the guy. I love it when I see him in there. I always make a point. I'll stand in his line for 2 or 3 more customers. You know, I like the guy that much because he's just so good at his job. So I went. Don was standing out front, and Don, oh, here, you got to have a mask. You can't go in without a mask. I said, now you guys have always kind of looked the other way on that. I can't wear a mask. He's like, no. He says it's policy. They're not allowing us to look around it now. He says we have to insist on a mask. I said, all right. He says, do you have one? I said, no. He says, well, here, you know, I've got a pocket full of them for me. And he had a nice, you know, the packages that the sealed, like diaper wipes come in. He had a package like that full of face masks. I thought it was pretty cool. So this guy's got a picture of a bomb with an F in it on his back window of his truck. F-bomb. I got the morale patch for Ben to put on his bag because he kept swearing. Like, dude, you need to calm your swearing down. Anyway, he's like, here, I'll give you one of mine. I was like, no, I don't need it. He goes, well, you do if you're going in. I said, I'm not going in. It's that simple. He goes, well, once you get stuff, yeah, I'll go down the street to the mom and pop, I guess. I don't know. I'm not going in there. I'll find some place that doesn't require it. And that the little bit of next to no grocery shopping that I do, that's exactly what I did. I found a little mom and pop corner store. You call it a bodega type of thing. You know, it's just a little shop. It's more of a convenience store. And I've been going in there, and I pay more. I don't like it. So I went in today. I bought a full-size bottle of Jack Daniels, a 2-liter of Pepsi, and I replenished the stuff for my backpack, my bag that I carry with me everywhere. I keep a thing of beef jerky in there, just a small package, and a package with some nuts and fruit, trail mix type stuff, right? If I'm out in the middle of nowhere and I can't get to some place to get lunch, or I didn't bring anything with me, I've got food in the bag. All the time I've got food in the bag. So I bought those things. I spent about $70. Now here's the thing. It was only $50 because the bottle of Jack Daniels is like $20 off with your Vons Club. Which we do Vons Club, right? Because that's where we do the bulk of our grocery shopping, is between Vons and Smart & Final. And I don't think she's been going to Smart & Final now because they're requiring a mask. I don't know that Mama wears a mask. I don't go grocery shopping with her. She doesn't want the help. I try to con her into taking one of the boys whenever she's getting heavy stuff, but she doesn't want people to go. It's like alone time for her, I guess. She just doesn't want people going along. Okay. You know, I'm not going to gripe it. I don't like to go grocery shopping anyway. So the little bit of grocery shopping I do is usually just the dog food and stuff for me, you know, little things that I want. That way Mom doesn't have that burden on her grocery bill. So, you know, $50 bottle of Jack Daniels. Anyway, I go in there today because my in-laws were saying, oh, we've been going in there, and they quit doing that because they did do that to them too for a while. But the thing is, Dad can't wear a mask. I say I can't. I can. I just don't want to. Dad can't. He's not supposed to be wearing that stuff. It's really bad for him. He's got things going on that the doctor said, no, not you. You don't wear a mask. Anyway, so like I guy's got a purse. That guy's literally got a friggin' purse. He's not wearing a t-shirt. He's wearing skinny jeans. He's carrying his t-shirt, and he's got a purse. California. So anyway, I go in there, and nobody says a word. Just like they said. I can't wear a mask. I thought, well, if they say, I'll just tell them I can't, and I'll be happy to leave. If you're telling me I have to leave, I'll be happy to leave, because I sure as hell ain't giving you any money. We'll just tell everybody. Now, yesterday, I went and got my eyes checked, and I didn't have to do it at Target, but I kind of had to do it at Target. There's not very many places open right now, and everybody's like, oh, it's a medical thing, so you have to have the mask. Well, the mask is no good. It doesn't help you. It doesn't help you at all. It's of no help whatsoever. If anything, it's a little bit bad, because you're restricting your oxygen. They put a meter on people, and you start wearing a mask, you put a mask on, you can see the dang oxygenization of your blood. Oxidization, it's the other word, or how much oxygen you've got in your blood. You can see the number going down, so it's bad, because that makes you more susceptible to things. So don't wear a mask. Well, why do we have to wear a mask in California? Because the governor said so. Why did the governor say so? Well, I'm sure the fact that his nephew or son or cousin or whatever it was signed $1 billion deal for the manufacture of 3M knockoff masks with the Chinese. I'm sure that didn't have nothing to do with it, because he had the mask requirement came in like literally the next day. I'm sure it had nothing to do with it, right? Corrupt politicians? No. So anyway, here's my thing. You guys need to read up on what it really means to wear that mask. You need to read up on what it means to you and how it affects you. You need to understand it. The whole compliance with the face mask thing is straight up born out of fear. And people are profiting off of your fear. And the two things I think you're afraid of, one kind of sort of maybe is the idea that this is actually a problem. It's not. Okay? And two, I think the actual 1921, there's 1911. Oh, it's coffee and white now. They got a wood fence around the front. How nice. No, there's 1911. Still pretty shitty looking. Alright, same color too. That was the guy next door painted his house. Anyway, I'm sure there's a little bit of fear with the COVID thing. I think the bigger fear is we are afraid of each other. And I walked into Vaughn's today and I got all the nasty looks. I got all of the nasty looks. Everybody looked at me like, oh my God, you baby raping puppy kicker. It's like, man, 6 months ago, if somebody walked in wearing a mask, you'd have looked at them like they were a weirdo. What's changed? Well, now we're afraid of the virus. I don't think you are. I really don't think you are, because we all know that the numbers are cooked on this. We all know that they're not legitimate. The deaths, almost all the deaths are comorbidity deaths. It's helped contribute to the death of people that were already dying of something, okay? And then also you've got the ones that are just outright lied about. The ones that are just outright lied about, a guy got in a motorcycle car. Yeah, but just go ahead and click that COVID, because, hospital gets an extra $10,000 if he died of COVID. And that's been proven that that's going on. How many of those tests did they have in Florida that came out COVID, and they went in to review them, and the test kit hadn't been administered to anybody. It had just been marked as positive. And they know this because it was still sealed in the original packaging. It had never even been opened. They didn't even pretend to do it. They just went and took test kits off the shelf, marked them as positive, and threw them in the thing, thinking nobody would ever look. It's just time and again and again. The shit going on in New York, you put sick people in with elderly people, and they knew at the time, he murdered those old people. They knew at the time that the old people were more susceptible to it. So, you don't need to wear a face mask. You really shouldn't be wearing a face mask out and about. Now that we know the facts, there's nothing to fear. Straight up, there's nothing to fear. What the guy says, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself, right? And I'm going to say, all fear is born of ignorance. And I don't mean ignorance like, oh, you ignorant SOB, like stupid. Ignorance isn't stupidity. Ignorance is not knowing. Stupid is when you know and you don't do, or you do anyways, okay? It's not stupid, it's ignorant. You don't know. All fear is born of ignorance. There's no point in fearing anything if you know. If you know the outcome is going to be A or B, there's no need to fear outcome C. It can't be. There's no ignorance involved. The only ignorance, or the only fear of C, is when you don't know what the outcome's going to be. You're ignorant, right? So all fear is born in ignorance, and ignorance is killed easily enough. All ignorance is killed easily enough through education. And my suggestion is you need to go read up on this stuff. Don't listen to Sean Hannity. Don't listen to Don Lemon. Don't listen to this person or that person, blah, 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 blah. Go research it. You got the Google machine. You're watching me on it. Quit watching this video. Close this tab. Go to Google. If you think I'm wrong, go to Google. And don't go find punditry that says what you want to. I was going to turn. I'm going to go straight. Don't go find punditry that supports your position. Go find actual information that supports what I'm saying, and then argue it backwards from there, and learn about why I'm saying what I'm saying. Go to the CDC website and read up on this stuff, on the mask. Read on the mask. That's all you have to do. It's really easy. So anyway, all fear is born of ignorance. All ignorance is easily remedied through knowledge and understanding. All you have to do is educate yourself, and you can kill the fear that would kill your mind. I heard a song the other day. She said this. You say I'm the bad guy. You say I'm the bad guy. Duh. Vaughn's, good job on laxing up on that face mask thing. You made $70 off of me today that you would not have made. I would have gone and bought this stuff at the bodega down the street, and you made money off of me because you got a customer back because you relaxed a little bit. All you people in there wearing face masks, depending on my mood that day, I'm of two minds on that. One, I feel sorry for you. You need to educate yourself and learn about that and get out of that. You stand up for yourselves. And the other is, when I'm in a more angry mood, is they are going to come to load you up in boxcars and take you to gas chambers. These Democrats are not Democrats. They're not left-wing. They're outright socialists and communists. Outright. And they are burning our cities down, and they will at some point come to load you up into a boxcar because you said this or you said that or you did this or you did that. I'll tell you something that's really interesting. They're going to load you up and you're going to go on with it. And when I'm in a bad mood, I think, good, you deserve it. You put the face mask on, you should just go ahead and get in the boxcar and go with them. When I'm in a bad mood, that's how I see it. Last thing I part with, I'm going to go in here and see what this bottle of Jack Daniels is like. I'm pretty sure it's good. Last thing, you go and Google and look for this. IBM made punch card tabulation computers that they sold to the Nazis. They sold to the German government under the Nazis in the 30s. And they tabulated and they did the early form of computerized spreadsheets. They did that, and that's how they tracked gun ownership in Germany. That's how they tracked your ethnicity in Germany. That's how they knew where the Jews were to go round them up. You go look that up. You go read about that. It's a really interesting read. IBM supplied that stuff to them. I'm sure IBM didn't know. Reverse. I'm sure IBM didn't know what they were going to use it for. I'm also sure if they did, they probably would have sold it to them anyway. Profit is profit, right? That's why Lenin said when we hang the last capitalist, it'll be with a piece of rope that he sold us. So go look that up, and then you tell me if you think punch card tabulation computers are more or less efficient than the data logging that they have right now. And you tell me if you think they're going to be able to track your gender, your ethnicity, your family tree with your Facebook account, your Twitter. Who are your friends, your known associates? You have any AKAs? Pseudonyms? You call, think about that for a little bit. When these people get done burning the cities down, when they have actual control of the government, like not just part of it, like in California, but like the whole country, do you think they're going to have a harder or easier time tracking where you're at if they don't like what you say or do? Interesting idea. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to go check out this bottle of Jack, see what that's about. Maybe flip in a computer game. It's still kind of warm out, guys. It is 96 degrees right now. What is that, 30? Is that 35? 36 degrees? 30, 34, something like that. Anyway, it's a bit warm. I don't want to be outside. I've been outside all morning. Show you a picture here. I washed the Harley. I cleaned up the Royal Enfield. Kind of sad. Might be selling the Royal Enfield. I hate to sell it. I really love that bike. It's been a fantastic piece of kit. The few things I'm aggravated with over it are minor little, they're just little things, you know. It's stuff that you can work around. I really want to keep it, but I need to get rid of the payment. Going to be making a change in my vehicle. Mama's probably going to get this Prius back. I love this car. I bought this for me. She likes to drive it more than I do, probably. So anyway, we'll be buying a pickup so we can tow a trailer. That's going to be different. Never owned a pickup, never wanted to. Don't like pickup trucks. Pickup trucks are for two kinds of men. Pickup truck is for men who have to do work with the pickup truck and they really need a pickup truck, which is a category I fall under. I have a pickup. I got my service truck. You've seen a few videos. If you watch the stuff from the pandemic lockdown, you know, a lot of the time I was in that truck. It's a service truck the company owns, but it's my truck, you know. Nobody else drives. It's not a group truck. It's mine. And truth be told, I paid for it, you know. I made hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of labor billing for the company, and that's how they paid for that truck. So I paid for that truck. But anyway, I have that truck for work. I'm looking at buying a pickup because I need to be able to tow a big heavy trailer. That's all coming up down the road. I'll share all that stuff with you. But we get the big heavy trailer, get the big pickup that can load a motorcycle in the back. I need to get that going. So the other kind of men that need pickup trucks are the kinds that don't need them for work or anything. They're the kind of men who have little bitty tiny feet. Tiny shoes, little feet. Small foot men that need pickup trucks to compensate for their tiny little feet. They don't do work with their trucks. a not so wise man who actually was pretty wise, turned out. Probably should have listened to him a little less in some areas and a lot more in others. He said one time, actually he didn't say it, he was quoting somebody else. I wish I knew who he was quoting. He says, you can tell how high ranking someone is in the oil industry by how useless their vehicle is for work. He says, if a man pulls up and he's wearing dress shoes and he's got a brand new hard hat, doesn't have a scratch on it, and he pulled up in a car, you had better start shaking in your boots. That dude's pretty high ranking. That's the honest to God truth, I'll tell you. And if you're out in the oil field driving a 5500 with an A-frame on the back of it, if you're driving the A-frame, buddy, you probably just got started. What are you doing in the oil field? I drive an A-frame. Yeah, okay, well, good for you, buddy. You know, actually good for you. You know, for one, at these times you got a job. For two, you know, you're getting started, and that's glorious. What do you drive? Oh, I drive a dually flatbed with the welding machine and the da-da-da. Oh, you're a welder? Yeah, I'm a welder. You know, not necessarily high ranking, but highly respected, right? Guy shows up and his truck is a 1500. It's with a slight lift on it, and it's leveled, and the bed doesn't have a scratch on it. He's probably somebody you want to listen to, you know. Guy shows up in a friggin' passenger car, you know. Something's either going really, really right, or it's going really, really wrong. So, yeah, I do not like pickup trucks, but I will be getting a pickup truck here pretty soon. Pickup truck, I think. Which means I'll probably lose the Pathfinder. Maybe sad about that. That's another video. I'm gonna go inside. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Take care.